Um, um, Kerry, could you send me a link to your character sheet and I'll have a look at it? Uh, yeah, I'll have a look after the stream because we're just waiting for time to turn up now. We are running a little bit, and I just realised that. 3, 2, 1. Hello, it is sci-fi coming at you from every side. Which just sounds weird, but I am a Linkin Park fan, so it's alright. We're here again to play Dead Man's Yarn with the unlikely bunch. Introduce yourself, guys. We'll go round. Kerry.
Hi, I play Artemia, an owl Aarakocra that has a few weird perks about her. One being she likes to rotate her head 180 degrees.
Kimmy.
Hello, I'm Kimmy, and I played the Water Genasi Druid, Cordelia.
Paul.
Hello, I'm Paul, playing the half-elf Warlock Trill.
And last and by no means least, Tiny.
Hello, Tiny, and I am playing the half-orc barbarian, Kai.
We left our heroes off after being assailed by creatures pulling themselves from the sea. They were rescued by plumes of flame and an unexpected visitor who arrived on the... Well, he was pulling into the dock as we left the session off. So literally all the creatures that you've been fighting, or that you and the town guard have been fighting, are currently smouldering piles of ash on the floor. And there is a single man on a boat, which, if you're on the right page, he should have been stepped off onto the pier by now.
Yeah, it's a bit smoky himself.
I will throw on just so you can get a better look at him. Whoop.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think this,
smoky boy.
despite saying to you last time that he's appeared in majority of the stories and things that I've done, this is probably the best looking he's ever been. So literally, the boat rolls in and pretty much comes up to the pier, and in one fluid motion he steps off onto the pier with this metal mask in one hand, and he walks towards you in a pretty solemn manner, and then it instantly bursts into, "I'm here to kick ass and set things on fire." Well, all right then. I've already done that.
You definitely set shit on fire, that's true.
One way to make an entrance, friend. Call you.
Yes, you. We've never met before, have we?
Don't think so.
Right.
As this exchange is going on, and you might have been able to see it on the map before I pulled it away. So, if you can see where I'm clicking currently,
Oh yeah.
that's pretty much that's Nathaniel. He's stood about 20 paces behind you, looking very nervous, and with one hand he's sort of like scratching his shoulders with a nervous tick.
Ah yes, Nathaniel, the guy that didn't help us last battle.
He did. He's healed us back up so that two of us went unconscious.
Okay, fair. I forgot one of you got. I knew one of you guys went down, and then I was like, wait, who fell?
I fell twice.
Help me, brother! I have fallen, brother. That joke has two meanings. But yeah, currently Nathaniel's looking very nervous, and this new arrival is currently he's walked over to one of the piles of ash and cinders, and he's just sort of kicking it with his foot, and it's all disintegrating down into nothing.
Familiar with these things.
I set them on fire, but they keep seeming to come back, which doesn't happen a lot. Usually when I set things on fire, they stay on fire.
It does usually turn out to be quite final.
As we know.
Sorry, what was that time?
Never mind.
Yep,
I
sorry.
look back towards Nathaniel and wave him over to bring him closer.
He reluctantly takes a few steps forward, but doesn't get any further than that. He's close enough for you to speak to, but he's not getting any closer to this figure.
What's your name, friend?
At this point, he's sort of ignoring you, and Nathaniel sort of turns around and goes, "That wee lass is a Bale, and to give him his full title, that's Bale of the Crimson Flame, King of Cinders."
It's a long title. 1 second.
Flame sounds very familiar.
Aye, lass, do you not remember me mentioning him the other night?
Oh, I was too busy checking your floorboards.
I do remember. And then his arch nemesis Scarlet is what I have written down here as well.
As you say that, Nathaniel takes a step back, and you see Bale sort of stand to attention and turn towards you as he places the mask onto his face, and he starts to fasten it up behind his head.
Oh,
Maybe
sorry,
don't
we were
mention
just-
that name.
He finishes fastening the mask and then pulls his hands away, and it's like, it's quite all right. His demeanour is completely changed by this point. How rude of me. As your friend mentions, I am Bale. But it does seem that you have everything in hand here now. These things have been dealt with.
Thank you for your help with that.
Not at all. I was simply passing by and heard gunshots.
Do I believe that he was just passing by?
You can roll, but I don't think he's got any reason to be lying to you.
That's what they all say.
An insight one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy's on the down low. We can trust him. It's
What did he roll?
a 2.
Oh, he didn't show up, that's all. Yeah, he's totally telling the truth.
Totally. Oh jeez.
Just before we go a little further, any people in the chat, is the sound levels alright? Can you hear the music? Can you hear us speaking alright? We had some technical issues before getting going earlier. See if they say anything.
There was silence.
Well, I still don't think it's picking up the music for the people at home, which is really annoying.
Right now it's a mystical kind of
Ambiance.
ambiance.
I do have battle music for you now as well, so that's a bonus.
It's like Final Fantasy battle
wasn't sure
music
if it
where
was
it's
me or
somewhat
not.
uplifting, even though you're like probably fighting like the dead remains of people you love.
What about now, Chris? Is the players speaking a bit better? Players, speak so we can hear you.
Woohoo!
Ew.
Technical
Oh my god, that
difficulties.
reminds me, I need to get my battle cry up.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, we need that old soundboard ready to go.
No, I'll leave it for today.
Is that better, Chris? Much improved. Awesome.
Lovely.
What about music? Can you hear the music at all?
Thank you, Chris.
It should only be like a little tingle in the background.
I mean, it's not that loud to begin with, so
Good though.
Yeah, I guess it's because I'm wearing a headset. That's why it's quite prominent to me. But awesome, awesome. You can hear him. Right. The thing is, we had it all set up. I won't say it was perfect, but it was all set up. And then I don't know why, but I've turned it on today, and it's just gone completely out the window. So thank you, OBS. Feel free to sponsor us, but thank you, OBS. I won't even show you the "be right back" screen or that because that. Oh. Don't ask me why, but inserting this little thing that's now currently on OBS, which is your stats that rotate round, that has completely screwed up the Be Right Back screen, and I don't know why. Anyway, I'm getting out of character. So, where were we? I completely. He was literally just. He just answered your question about passing by, didn't he?
Yeah, we believe him wholeheartedly.
Okay. So, Nathaniel is pretty much he's retreated back to his 20 paces away and goes, well, if you didn't need me anymore, I'm gonna head back to the governor's estate and get out your hair, so to speak.
Here, I touch my head, which is basically just bull feather.
And in the moment that you've done that, there was just a dust cloud now where Nathaniel was.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Okay.
But Bale doesn't even register it. To be perfectly honest, he's not really paying much attention to anything really. He's inspecting the corpses just to make sure that they're all gone, and well, as your friend has said, it's all under control. So I have a pressing engagement, so I will be getting on my way as well.
Do you maybe know what kind of creatures these were?
I do, but no point telling you.
Oh.
But what if
I
we have
shrink
to fight
down to
them
5
again?
foot.
Sorry, sorry guys. Kerry, do you want to?
Huh?
Kimmy,
No, I
sorry, do you want to have a say?
Oh, I just wanted to ask, what if we have to fight them again? If we know something about them, then maybe we wouldn't need your help next time.
Well, he looks down at the corpse, like the ash, and then looks back to you like, fire does the job.
That's great. Kimmy is fire happy. Trigger
My
happy.
name is Cordelia.
Cordelia, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's why I'm messing my
Yeah.
up.
He said Kimmy, and I was like, oh, Kimmy, yeah.
Did I import a picture of these lovely creatures? I don't think I did.
You had one up, which was like a woman with kind of like a anglerfish face.
Did I?
It was pretty terrifying. That was like
If
the
you put that
Model.
in the Discord, or if it was in...
I think that was in the Discord.
I don't feel like she had an angler face, but
No, not
There wasn't-
like her jaw was like weirdly wide open, like an
That was-
anglerfish.
sorry.
That was the character you used for the actual battle.
Ah, right, yeah, no. So, anybody who missed last week, and I don't think I had this up last week, this is what they were fighting.
Oh, ew.
Although,
Oh.
the ones that you were fighting are a bit more red than this. Like, the hue of their skin's red.
Oh, I don't like his legs and the holes in it. Ugh.
Could have sworn I put that in the Discord.
Yeah, you did. I just found it.
It's off the screen now, it's alright. But yeah, he's pretty much reaffirmed that, yeah, fire works quite well. Taking the heads off works quite well as well.
Okay, thank you for that information.
Bit crispy too. Well, as I said, I'll take my leave, and he starts heading back towards his boat on the pier.
Are you sure that it's quite over and there's not another wave coming? You could be quite helpful.
If there was, they would have been here by now. If you've got any bodies of them left, I recommend burning them. Oh, and if you've got a priest handy, sanctifying the ashes as well.
Oh,
Thank you for the advice, friend. Doesn't seem like we can keep you.
He sort of does like a half-assed wave over his shoulder as he leaves.
It's quite peculiar.
nice ship. Is it a nice ship, actually?
So you see on the map currently, there's that there.
Yeah.
It is literally a one-person dingy, or well, a couple-person dingy with a sail in it. Pirates of the Caribbean, when Jack first arrives
That's what I
Oh
was
my God.
picturing.
Literally, he stepped onto it. He's pushed it off with his foot from the pier, stepped onto it, and then he's raised his hand up. And as he raises his hand up, the wind catches the sail and pulls him away from it. So he's literally generating hot air to push his ship forward.
Oh,
Cool.
so
As a fancy man.
In an iron mask.
dude.
The mask itself was peculiar to you because it was metal, but it was shimmering black.
There's a lot of weirdos on this island.
Hey, he was just a visitor. You haven't seen the other islands yet.
Oh, jeez. I guess we should go back to Captain Auburn.
He's actually still there because he was down on the pier with his guards fighting the creatures off. So
Oh, okay. We should check if he is okay with his men.
he's currently with a couple of his guards. He did take note of Bale's arrival, but he's more concerned making sure that these things are dead.
I'll just tell him, as you heard, Captain Auburn, if there's any priests around here sanctifying the ashes, should make sure these things are definitely don't come back.
Thank you for that advice. I'll gather up one of the local ministers and see it done.
If any of the bodies are still whole, burn them.
I was planning on doing that anyway.
I could help with that.
There she goes.
Tell me, well, two things. That man that appeared on the pier, am I safe to say is left for good?
I mean, we do not know what his
Seems like
business is, but I think he does not want to stay here any longer, it seems.
I think you can appreciate my disdain for Waken now that you've seen a display of his power.
Oh, is he awakened as well?
It's not every day a person can incinerate an entire port.
And very absent-minded. Hope we don't turn into that.
I feel his interests lay elsewhere, but a man like that could very easily take this town or raze it to the ground without much of an effort put in. My other question: what did you get out of the governor?
Not a heck of a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, not much if I remember.
He did mention that the Empire never asks what happened, which was interesting.
One disappears, they just send more.
It does seem that there's been a string of governors, of emissaries sent here. Majority of them have been sent to... Blah, 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 blah. It seems that they have been sent to check on the governor and his taxes. But, as I said, none of them are seen again.
Also, he definitely knows what happened in Anders. He got nervous and he was most likely lying. We just can't pull the information from him yet.
Perhaps questioning him will bear no fruit until we have evidence.
I was actually thinking I might be able to make him talk if he thought he was talking to someone he could trust. And I will use my new ability of Mask of Many Faces to make myself look like Damien.
Yes, you should pretend that you're trying to break him out, but first you must know for sure that, like, any information's given out hasn't been given out, and that's when he'll tell you that he hasn't told about blah blah blah.
I'll look exactly like his friend. I don't sound like him, because I can't.
Perhaps. But once again, would it not be more productive to hold the smoking gun in front of him, so to speak?
Not wrong. I'll wave myself to look like me again.
We
It's
have
always
not
an
checked
option.
the chambers yet, have we?
No, not yet.
I think we'll find something there.
He takes a key out from underneath his jacket and hands it to you. And goes, "This is the master key to the estate. I once again are going to remind you to keep your investigation to the relevant areas."
Which were the study, library, and governor's bedroom, correct?
Yes, he may have a writing room as well, but I trust you to use your discretion.
And do you know where Damien came out of? Was that the study?
He came out of the front door, my dear. Beyond that, I don't know.
And well, when we first met the governor, he came out of a side room to the left of in the estate.
No, he came out of the front door and walked to the side of the governor.
Oh. Okay, sorry then. I just remembered that wrong.
He walked.
If you have things handled. Sorry, go.
He literally walked. There's a terrace out the front of the building. He literally walked. There's like a stage out the. Coming out the front of the mansion, which you haven't seen the inside of yet, there is the terrace. In front of the terrace, or like the centre of the terrace, is this little platform that the governor sits on with his little futon.
Oh, okay, I see. So that's like kind of like a front courtyard. It isn't like in the. I thought it was like a courtyard that was in the middle of the building, so the building was like around that courtyard.
No, that
Okay.
building, that courtyard is at the front of the building.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Sorry, Paul, you were going to say something?
I was going to say, well, if we're finished here and you can handle with the bodies, we may begin that information while we still have daylight.
Yes.
Olburn sort of leans in towards you, like, that Nathaniel. Keep his sticky mitts off things. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Do our best.
So you're going to head up to the...
The mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's nothing else you guys want to look at or ask.
No, the most interesting character has flown away for now.
If there's any bodies left unburnt on the way, I'll help out with burning them. But otherwise, to the mansion.
Pretty much all the ones that in your immediate vicinity are cinders. There's nothing left of them. The one that you've left in the marketplace, as you walk past, you can see a number of guards struggling to move it but not touch it. So they're sort of like getting bilge hooks and like hooking it to pull towards somewhere to burn it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll ask them if they want. Do you want some help burning it first?
No, lass. Well, if you set it on fire here, it might catch onto the market stalls. We'll pull it to somewhere and we'll sort it out. But never you mind it.
Maybe chop off its head first, and then I'll continue on.
They look down at the head that has an arrow poking out of it, like one of the eye sockets, and one of them just sort of goes.
Is that me?
Appreciate it, but we'll sort it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
So you return to the courtyard.
Yep.
Which is that one there. Let's make sure that load. There we go. So there's no guards about. Olburn's obviously not there. But the four of you there. As you say, essentially, you've got your little stage that the governor has, and then walking round to the back of it, there are the doors into the mansion.
Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah.
And here's a map I prepared earlier. It should be. You guys should only be able to see like darkness, bar the one room.
Yeah, a little circle room.
Yeah.
Is this the foyer?
Yeah, that's all like the entrance room. If you wouldn't mind putting your counters in there, please.
Ew. Ew.
How about you? But having all these statues just facing the front door is kind of creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little weird.
The gamer in me thinks that these statues do stuff.
This is where Tyne can't get a counter on, isn't it?
Oh, did I do it? No, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've done it for you, Tyne.
Oh,
Are you right there?
yeah.
Okay. So you come in, and as you said, there's these statues facing the door. They're all of very regal, pompous-looking people. You have 3 doors in front of you. You've got this one here, this one here, and then this one here.
Any of the doors have labels on them to make this easy?
Nope.
Oh.
Can I inspect the statues? They just look so out of place.
Yeah, you can inspect the statues.
Hey, if anyone's ever played Zelda or whatever, they know. They know.
Are you actually going to like try and hook around and see if there's any like hidden buttons?
Well, I was just gonna stare at their faces and be like,
Okay, no, that's fine.
I mean, if you want me to look for buttons.
I literally was not going to mention the statues at all because they're a feature in this map that I haven't added and don't really.
But they're so creepy. Do you have at least a description of what they are? Are they like deities? Maybe just normal people.
Didn't I just say that they all look like regal and pompous people?
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe past governors?
Yeah.
Mm.
They all bear a striking resemblance, even the female ones, to the current governor.
Oh, it's a family.
Are they stout?
As stout as a bust of a statue can be.
Alrighty. Alright, we got forward, left, and right.
Democratic process.
Democratic process.
Tyne, which door would you like to inspect?
Left.
Do you mind clicking for me? Thank you. Paul.
I'll go for left as well. Left for love.
Kimmy.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going left.
This is where you just know I'm on this one. Don't worry. Right, if you give me 1 second while I quickly...
Unveil the field.
Well, I need to hide somebody in there first.
Oh.
Someone in there.
Watch out.
When I find his token. Where's the token I was using for him?
Can we like press up against the door? Can I hear anything inside the room?
To like... Kai's kicked the door in.
Oh no.
I'm joking.
He had a key.
We do have a key.
I cannot find. So you open up the doors, and inside there is Nathaniel.
Hey.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Does he have his sticky fingers on anything?
He stood looking at the collection of weapons that are on the wall of this room, and he sort of like turns like, you took yourselves long enough.
Anything interesting?
Oh, there's a few fine trinkets in here.
Let's make sure they stay in here, Nathaniel. With forewarning about you.
But if they have a rifle.
Well, looking around the room, there is a very big ornate axe with a lot of runes inscribed into it, with a plaque underneath called The Grudge.
Oh no.
Then there is a quarterstaff called the Quarterstaff of Reactions.
Oh gosh.
And there's a cutlass, which is the gambler's cutlass. And Artemia, there is a very ornate rifle hanging, but it also has a blade running underneath of it, not like a bayonet, but literally the length of this rifle has a blade underneath it running its length, but with like handholds underneath it so you can hold it and quite easily.
My owl eyes dilate. And I just and I kind of just look at it admiringly, twisting my head sideways.
The captain stood up next to a pedestal, and it has it looks like a little clockwork mechanism on it, and he's staring at it quite intently with his arms folded.
And what are you looking at, sir, Captain?
It says here this is the brass heart of Graver. No idea what it is really, but it looks familiar.
Brass heart of what? Sorry.
The brass heart of Graver.
Does that ring any bells? This
Uh,
name?
You can do history checks, but I don't think any of you would know what it is.
History.
Get
That's a
ready for
plus
a
one.
nat 20.
Nat 20s don't work with skill checks.
What about a 12?
What about 12?
Cordelia's followed suit and got a 12 as well.
Oh. Read the same book.
Sounds
I
like.
might not know what it is. But
So this
could I,
this
like...
is chat's advice. Steal it.
I mean,
It is a way to learn.
chat, we were gonna steal everything anyway.
Tyne, are you gonna do a history check, or are you happy to not know what it is? I've also...
I have no idea what these are.
She just decided.
You don't even, you're looking at the axe and you can't even read the nameplate. It's like, this is a pretty axe.
That's exactly it, yeah.
If you're looking around the room as well, there's another pedestal on the opposite side, and it's got a ornate bear statue on it.
Just like a small bear statue, or like a life-size bear.
It's small. It's like you can pick it up and hold it in hand.
Oh. Does it have a nameplate?
It does if you let me load it up.
Hold on, I need to mute for 2 seconds.
No, that's not the right thing. That one. The nameplate reads Old Epirus.
Hold a thirst. Like, I'm just gonna put this out there, guys. We haven't been paid for helping Alburn at all yet.
We could ask for these
We've-
things.
Saved the port. We ousted the governor. We interrogated him, and he hasn't even really thanked us. Not properly.
You know what, lad? I had the same thought, and do you know what we could do? We could pocket these items, as they're just collecting dust on the walls here, aren't they? And I think we could put them to good use, and then we could nip out the back door and be on our way to my ship.
Run my finger along
No.
that cutlass, and I'm just like,
We could at least try and figure out the mystery first and ask for them as payment. And if they don't give it to us, then maybe we could.
Just take it.
We know they're here.
Sorry, what was that, Time?
I like that plan better. We asked for them.
Oh, the captain sort of like deflates a little bit and like, let's have a look around then. There's nothing in here, it's just a dining room.
It's alright. It's we'll have better chances of stealing it if we steal it at the last moment than if you're hunkering them around.
Aye, but we could have just got on the ship and been out of here, and nobody would have even noticed before we were gone.
But aren't didn't you say you're here looking for your friend Peter from the war? And if he was in that town that disappeared, it might do well for us to figure out what happened. Maybe then you can find him.
Let me level with you, lass. Peter's had a good life. I didn't think I'm going to be finding him anytime soon. That
As
might
friends, were you?
might be heartless and all that, but it's how you survive out here.
Well, Captain, this is only the first room. You can't just take all of that and then leave. There might be better stuff next door.
Oh, I've already had away with that. I mean, what? Let's keep looking, lad.
Right. So we shall remember this room. Remember it very well.
All of you roll me a perception.
Perception?
I think that's the best perception roll I've had.
0 for me.
Tyne and Cordelia, as you move towards like one of the other doors, you notice the Nathaniel has pocketed that brass heart thing.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Tyne, are you going to say anything?
I'm gonna lock eyes with him at least.
He awkwardly stares back at you. I was like, lass, is everything alright? You've got some of those mad eyes about you.
Put it back, Captain.
I didn't know what you're talking about, lass.
The brass heart, Captain. Put it back.
He gestures back towards the pedestal, and the brass heart is still there.
I give him another look and walk away.
As you leave the room, the brass heart flickers.
Wow.
So, do you want to go back to the lobby, or do you want to press on into the? Because there's some doors. Can you see those doors?
I can see curtains.
Yeah, I can see curtains.
Can you see those?
Oh, yeah.
Here?
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
sorry, yeah. So there's double doors into like another room, but then there's also the 2 doors back in the mansion. There's an echo from me. Oh, I don't know why. Fun
Were you
time.
echoing?
No, apparently it's just me.
Okay.
But I've not done anything, so I don't know how it's going to sort itself out.
What do you think? Shall we press on through here, or do you want to go back and check somewhere else?
There might be a way to
Croissant?
loop around. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay. Let's move that. There's probably a way to loop around. So we could keep going.
Press on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys click. I'm trying not to say anything in case I'm echoing.
Press on this way.
Okay. Oh, but I have to say stuff to tell you about the room. Damn it. Curse you, internet.
I've been drowned in the dark.
We're enveloped in a void of
Wait, why has it done that?
It's the void.
There you
Oh no, it's spreading.
Bigger.
go. What? I'm clicking reveal area.
Oh, it's revealed up higher. Oh,
There we go.
go.
that was a dangerous few seconds.
People at home, you can see that I was clicking on reveal area, not hide area.
Is that a freaking organ?
It is. Can I just remind you that I did not make this map, I bought it. So anything on here is not of my creation.
Okay, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, the governor is a man of taste. Well,
I wouldn't go that far.
he likes cake, I suppose.
Okay, then he does have taste, but Yeah. This must be his study or the library. No, it must be the library.
Yeah, it's a library.
Shall we have a look around?
This is one of the rooms we've been allowed to look in, so let's get to it.
Let's let's be honest, every room in this mansion I'm going to look through. If we're going to steal those weapons and everything, we're going to look through every single room too.
Chris, is there still an echo from me, please? You guys keep talking.
As you groan in the background, like, oh no. Should we do
No.
like a perception check to see if there are any books that stand out?
Yeah, can do.
Well, there's this thing on this table over here that I kind of wanted to take a look at.
Yeah.
What? Nice. How's your perception plus 6? Jesus.
It's wisdom modifier plus proficiency bonus. I think. And yet I roll really low, so it doesn't really matter.
Very wisdomous.
Trill and Tiny, are you rolling perception as well?
I would like to go up to this organ and see if anything's hidden
How
in
could-
the horns.
Sorry, woman. How can you think so? Either I'm speaking and echoing or I'm not, god damn it!
It's nothingy. Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's not it.
So yeah,
It's a lie. I don't know what this is.
there is an echo actually. You're in surround. Oh god damn it, how? Why? I haven't done anything! Unless it's... Yeah, but if I do that then it'll mute it for you guys. Why did the first two streams go so well and then this one is just going to... Yeah. Has anybody got any ideas?
Is it through OBS that's echoing, or is it through Discord that's echoing?
I don't know if they'll be able to answer that for you. It's echoing through the stream.
Ah,
Give me a second.
You're not echoing for us.
Yeah, but I've never echoed. Every time it has echoed, it's never echoed for you guys.
yeah, that's true.
It's all Martin's fault. Oh no, Martin's not in the chat, is he? Damn it. Andreas, it's all your fault.
Yeah. Well,
Bloody dwarf, you stupid dwarf throw. I think you're so bloody good. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's echoing for those guys, the guys at home.
Oh, sure. I've just googled it, and it just says if OBS is picking up your desktop audio, it should be picking up your microphone. I heard that.
Yeah, but it's not doing that because all my audio is being played through my headset, so there's actually no audio outside of me speaking.
Oh,
I heard a bit of an echo there, though.
It's probably because I've got the stream open and it's playing. And you guys are really quiet still, and I don't know why. This is really annoying. I'm getting a bit. Right. Right, if I turn that off. Right. Am I still echoing, guys at home? Please let me know before I lose my shiznay. This is completely derailing this evening, so I'm...
Did it just start now, or was it also a bit earlier?
I don't know, they haven't been that clear. All I've had is you are echoing. I've had nothing more than that. He's just told me it's clear now. Right.
Good.
Okay.
I don't know what fixed it or what caused it.
Can you guys speak a bit? And can you guys at home tell me if they are quiet for you?
I'm here speaking. I'm going over to the organ to check the pipes for documents.
Yes, yes.
I've seen it in movies.
I am looking at the bookshelf
Delight.
where you'd normally find books.
I want to check out this thing on the table. Looks like a notebook. Or just an open book.
And nobody at home said anything. All right, cool. I'm just pushing on because I'm probably going to have a bit of a breakdown in a second. Bookshelf is quiet. What does that even mean?
Person who said bookshelves. Because
Bookshelves?
Harry, who was at the bookshelves looking for stuff?
Me? Artemia?
Kerry, can you say something now, please?
I am searching these books in hopes of finding evidence.
Thank you. Please just give me 1 second. Yeah, I'd be confused as well because we're having a lot of tech issues. Right. As long as I'm not echoing anymore, and as long as you can hear the guys, we're going to carry on. And I am going to pull my hair out editing this later because last session was so easy to edit because we had no technical issues in the second half. Deep breaths. Deep breaths, everyone.
It's okay, honey. It's okay.
It'll get better.
Thank you, Big Sugar. 115.
Big sugar.
Big Sugar? You want some sugar, honey? I'm sorry. Anyway, you're in the library. You're inspecting the organs. Let's check your perception. So, Trill, it is a pretty organ. Tiny,
Yep.
it is a pretty door that you are currently looking at. Cordelia, it is a book about, I don't know, history of the Empire. It's nothing relevant to what you're searching for. Artemir, what were you doing again? Looking at the bookshelves?
Yeah, I'm looking if any books look like they've been maybe recently removed, or like the less dusty ones, I guess. Would be interesting.
The place itself seems to be in good nick. It seems like there's a constant cleaner in here, so none of them are particularly more dirty than the others or more dusty than the other. None of them particularly stand out at you. However, there is a blue book on the table next to you that seems to be there and out of the shelf.
Ooh. What is the title of this book?
Kirk Tongue Tax Revenue.
Oh.
Or tax record, should I say.
Can I open it and see if there's anything weird with it? I mean, I don't know anything about taxes or taxing people, but
I'm not a smart man. I won't be able to decode that.
no one will. Is there anything suspicious?
I'll learn, mate.
Sorry, one moment.
I was hoping to find a book on maybe something on the Red Wake, like maybe it's like myths and legends.
Well,
Maybe there's.
I'm going to put this to you. Majority of the people here deny the Red Wake's existence, so I don't think you're going to find a book going, Red Wake, its secrets unveiled.
Yeah, but if it's a myth, you always got books like myths and legends of the Thousand Islands.
Yeah, but the locals are more denying its very existence. A myth, you like Loch Ness. It's like, oh, Nessie, she lives in the weird lake.
Yeah.
It's not like yeah, that thing doesn't exist.
Oh.
Uh,
Why are they so uncomfortable?
yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, maybe you'll find out.
Yeah, having a look at the book. Yeah. Roll me a history check, please.
Oh, goody goody. What do I know?
Oh, so close.
Nothing.
Why?
Yeah, Cordelia's helping me. Cordelia,
I can help. I can help.
Go.
Apparently
Can I
you
help?
can't
why?
Oh.
because
Does it
you rolled a 6.
Can't I just hand the book to Cordelia and be like, you have much wisdom.
Can I at least do the flavour of you failing that test?
Is it that I can't read numbers, or I find out that I'm dyslexic?
Oh, what is going on
With
with your
numbers.
mic levels, guys? They're all over the shop.
We ain't done nothing.
Give me a second.
What's it gonna be? A. You don't know how to read letters. I mean numbers. Or it'd be like oh the governor's handwriting is so bad that you can't read.
Kerry, your mic keeps crackling and spluttering.
Really?
Yes.
Let me do a replug-in.
No, one moment. Don't do that.
Cheers.
Oh. Hi, Twitch. Welcome to a one-man breakdown.
Hello. Am I hearable now?
It's not that you're not hearable. It's just there's this static in the background every now and again. I'm not sure you could do anything about it, to be perfectly honest.
All right, brace your ears.
Oh, there it comes.
So, is it any better?
I think maybe.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
I could also, if I technically do this. Oh no, wait.
Twitch, I'm terribly sorry. Can you please just give us a second to sort this out?
Are they rebelling already?
I am. Right, sorry about that, guys. The mics are going very weird tonight. The entire technical setup's going very weird tonight. So I have a lot of editing ahead of me when we come to edit this bit. Let's press on, and hopefully we can soldier through it.
Fully.
So yeah, you're in the library. Kai is lost in daydreams of the axe. Cordelia and Artemia are looking at a book of taxes. Literally all they can see is numbers. They don't really know much more than that. And Trill is looking at the organs. Nathaniel is just stood in the middle of the room, not really doing anything.
Right.
Cordelia, you can do a history check for me if you'd like to see if you can figure anything out about the book.
Get this.
Oh, that was gonna be an 18.
They are pretty numbers, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, jeez. Someone take this book away from us. It's absorbing all our good luck.
Nathaniel,
Keep hold of it.
yeah, Nathaniel walks over and goes, let me have a look, will lassie. He takes the book off you and has a quick scour through the pages, and he's like, well, this doesn't look right at all.
Notice something.
What's wrong with
Nathaniel?
it?
Well, the figures don't match up. You see, you got your outgoings and your ingoings, but there should be a tally for all the money going back to the Empire, like the tithe, but if you look close enough, it's been altered.
So no money's been sent to the Empire?
I'd hazard a guess, yeah.
Oh.
Do you think it's
mention?
Yeah. Do you think it's hiding in the wall somewhere around here? That'll be a pretty penny.
Look for
Maybe it's hiding in those weapons.
I don't know about you, but if there's an organ, maybe we can play his favorite tune and it opens a box somewhere.
You never know. Does somebody want to play on the organs?
Joe, go on, you're up there.
I do have a +3 in performance.
Go.
Go for it.
I will tickle the ivories.
As I try and find an organ track.
12. Double figures, guys.
What did you get?
A 12. A 12.
Okay. No, unfortunately there are no organ noises, so we'll just have to imagine it. So you play the keys, but very awkwardly. It forms together, but it's not particularly a masterpiece.
Play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
I suppose it's better than chopsticks, I suppose.
I was gonna say hot cross buns.
So it's just an organ. It doesn't really do anything special as far as you can tell.
Well, maybe we should take this book with us and we can show it to Captain Alburn.
I agree. He said something about that's why the diplomats were coming, is because the Empire wasn't receiving enough money, I think.
Check the music.
Maybe he knows something.
He said it was to check on the governor and their taxes, yeah.
Music room, ghostly voices. Sorry, one moment. Somebody has just recommended something. You guys keep talking while I do this.
I could be a ghostly voice.
We'll keep hold of the book. Alburn will want to see it. It's at least one piece of evidence for something going on here with the governor, so we're not hung for ousting him for no reason.
I don't know why I'm putting.
Can we look around?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm putting this much effort into a single throwaway gag, but I'm going to do it anyway. No, that's not there. So there is another door out the room, and then there's the way back to the main hall.
I guess if there's nothing else interesting here, if that's the only book that really spoke to us.
That's all we could find. May as well
Ah.
keep circling around, see what else we can gather.
Next time. I'll have it ready next time. Yeah, so that is pretty much the only thing that you can find in here. Everything else is just sort of
Yeah.
mundane and not really that interesting. So you trying that door next?
Yep.
I'm going to try the key so we don't kick down another door.
So I'm just going to tell you that the key was to get in the front door.
Oh, okay, cool.
Everything else in here is pretty much unlocked.
I was just
perfect,
imagining
I'm
Kai
glad.
kicking down every door. we
Yeah.
Door goes smash, smash goes door.
Oh, it's a very long corridor
Yes, it is.
and stairs.
Maybe. Yeah, the stairs going up.
Going up.
Yes, this wonderful what a mansion has a second floor.
Ooh.
We're badly in the Goonies.
What's this?
It's just a vase, a table with a vase on it.
Okay.
Got 2 doors here. Do we want to split up and check them, or do you want to stick together and just work our way through?
We got 2 doors and stairs.
We'll stick to downstairs for now.
Yeah.
So you've actually got 3 doors, but you know where one of them already goes. So
Oh, yeah.
So there's that door. I'd say we check the one at the back here.
the chat says split up, so you know it's going to go wonderfully when they're chatting.
Oh no.
Split the party. No.
So
No.
I'm going to say, put your guys next to the door you want to go to.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to go to the top one.
You're going to the top one?
Yeah, we're all going.
Okay.
Did Nathaniel come with us?
Nathaniel's walked to the other door and he's all like, "Ah,
Oh,
I'll see you later, lads and lasses."
someone should keep an eye on him.
Oh god, I'm like in a wall there. Wait. Why aren't you coming with us?
Oh, I think it'll be easier if we split up.
But we like your company.
Oh, I won't be long, lass. If I find anything, I'll bring it right to you.
I feel like you won't.
Well, if it's anything relevant to getting the governor and sorting him out, I'll happily bring it to you. But if it's a wee bit shiny, I think I'll be keeping it all the same.
But we could all just go through later and get those things together.
Aye, there's a problem with your logic there. It had the word together in it.
What's the problem with that?
I'm all for fighting alongside you, lass, but it's a dog eat dog, so to speak, out here.
I mean, he can keep everything as long as it's not the weapons.
Didn't worry, lass. I think I got everything out of there I wanted. I mean,
What?
well, there's that little bear statue. I might pick that up on the way out as well. It looked bonny. Actually, you know what? I think I've seen one of them before. Do you know what it does?
What does it do?
Do you want me to show you? And he starts gesturing back towards the dining room.
Wait, did he just like go back in there?
Well, he's walking towards it if you're going to follow him. He'll be at that door waiting, like looking back at you, and like, if you want, go with your friends, and I'll just catch up to you.
Leave him be.
I don't
Okay.
trust him.
We can do a
don't think
hands-on
I'm-
search later.
Full
I
body
will do
pat
that.
down.
Yep.
No orifice left unfound.
But you don't want to see what the bear does. It's really interesting.
We're gonna pick up the bear later, okay?
Oh,
You leave it be.
all right. Well, I'm gonna check this door anyway. So he goes through the door and leaves you guys up here. Liar.
Such a liar.
Such a rude.
So you're going through that door, you guys?
Yeah.
Yee.
You sound so defeated that Nathaniel's gone the other way. Has that,
Lamb.
has that revealed it for you? Is it bloody... No, it hasn't, has it? Right, there we go.
The
Right.
void.
There we go. Yeah.
So it's a servant... It's the kitchen, essentially, to the house.
Okay. Is that a lock on the door?
Yes. That, by your estimations, will be the pantry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought as much. And the one Cordelia was next to, is that another kind of... It looks like a freezer door, to be honest.
That is the door, and it states cellar on the door.
Alright, we're going in there.
It is locked, though.
Does the master key work?
The master
Sure.
key does not work for this door,
Ooh.
nor does it fit the
I'm-
lock on the door to the storage room.
Kai,
Might
you
be
need
able to help.
expertise.
Oh, yes,
Can,
please.
can I help
What?
Kai nudge the door open?
Nudge
Nudge.
the door open.
Nudge.
Okay, absolutely
Very
smash
polite
it
way.
in.
So just to let you know, the door's metal and it's on very thick hinges.
It's okay, I can help.
I can help by directing her head against it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Kai,
Alright.
are you going to break it down?
I am going to attempt to break it down. I'm going to pry it open.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold this here. So you have a problem with the pirate captain stealing something that you have no idea what it is, but breaking and entering into a door. That's fine.
Yeah, but the cellar is probably the most suspicious place in a mansion.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
With advantage, Kai. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, dear.
Advantage! Quickly roll the other one before he decides what happens.
You don't have advantage on this.
No way! Why? Am I not helping her?
You standing behind her and going,
No.
yeah, run into that door is not advantage.
No, but like, you know, I could be like, if she's like trying to pry it open with her axe, I could be on like the lower handle trying to help her. You know, I'm a strong bird.
All right, you roll me a strength check
Right,
as well. You roll me a strength check.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
go and get a 1. I dare you. You can click all your fingers like a celebration all you want, but Kai runs straight into the door and flattens herself out, and you're stood there with the door going, yeah, this is a very sturdy door, this.
I think we
I
might
thought-
need to look for a key.
I'm very disappointed.
I will pull out a set of these tools and say maybe a little bit of subtlety is caused for here.
You have them.
I do.
Have you watched us do this?
I was curious.
Yeah, Kai, you're currently on the floor, knocked out.
Knocked
What?
out.
Because I'm conscious.
You literally ran into the door full pelt and landed on your ass. Oh, maybe not.
Do I have to use a spell to...
Just
I don't have to
splash
use the
some
spell to bring
water in
her up,
our
do I?
face
Yeah.
or something.
Sorry, Kerry, you just talked over Kimmy. Kimmy, what were you saying?
Sorry.
Oh, I was just asking, do I have to use a spell to bring her up at all?
I think a few slaps to the face, like a prod. She's not knocked out. She's on her
Dazed?
ass, like dazed.
Okay.
So you can just help
I'll
her back
poke
to
her
her
cheek.
Yeah, you can just get her back up to her feet. Poke her cheek. So you're gonna try your thieves' tools, are you?
I am. Is that just a dexterity rule?
Sleight of hand, I believe.
Sleight of hand.
No, it's dexterity, isn't it?
'Cause I'm proficient with them as well.
Yeah, that means you add your proficiency.
Okay. We'll roll. X. It's a 9, but I add my proficiency plus 2 as well, so it's actually 11.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Good dog.
Proficiency with thieves' tools. All right, yeah. So yeah, it does add the +2. So you got 11.
Yeah.
You don't get anywhere with it. You don't hear any clicks or anything. You're currently not able to get this door open.
Oh, that's a really solid door, guys. Maybe we should just leave it alone. Obviously, no one's supposed to get in there.
That's
Let's move on.
weakling talk. No, it's alright. We should, yeah, we should just continue on. There's probably just wine in there or something.
I'll just tell Alburn about
Or
it.
a
Maybe he can peek
secret
down there one
lair.
day.
So you're going to the next one, are you?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Ooh.
Wow. This is a very pretty little garden.
So there's a glass. As you can see, there's a tree, and then there's a glass greenhouse, and there's just Alburn there, just waving at you out the window.
You mean
Not-
Nathaniel?
Nathaniel,
Oh.
yeah.
Nathaniel?
No, Alburn can be there if he wants to be. You know what? He
I'll
is
come
there.
over and wait. Oh, sorry.
He is now. Alburn is there now. I hope you're happy.
No!
Wait, where is he? I don't see Alburn.
No!
he just popped into reality.
I'll go over to the window and wave back at them.
Alburn has the similar sour look on his face, and there's just Nathaniel just waving ecstatically with one hand with a grin on his face.
I will wave back equally as excitedly.
Alburn says something, but obviously there's a pane of glass in the way, so you don't hear what he's saying as he's like looking at you.
Who has the book?
Oh, Cordelia?
I think either me or Artemia took it. I can say that I took it.
What's that? Nobody took the book. Oh well, you have to go back to the library for it now.
No, we talked about taking it with us. So I'll just say that I took it. I'll say that I took it.
So yeah, you got the book. Are you gonna go into the greenhouse with them? Are you?
Yeah. I'll go in.
While she's
Captain,
in there, how many doors are there? Is that 1, 2,
Oh, there's another one. Thank you. There's another one down here. There's 4.
4,
Oh,
5?
yeah.
1, 2. Yeah, sorry, 5. Yeah. Oh, I've just spotted the toilet one as well.
Toilet?
There you go.
Oh.
There's another one.
Ah, no wonder we saw it. It's a little niche.
So if I'm in here, I guess I'll just go up to the captain and be like, Captain, we found a book on taxes. We couldn't make it heads or tails of it, but Nathaniel said that didn't look like it was quite right.
Is that
And
so?
I'll hand it to him.
He takes the book off you and he goes, the governor dealt with the records, so it would not surprise me. But why was this man left to wander the house by himself?
We decided that. Well, actually, I'm not there, so let me. Hi, Coco. Hey, Pussycat.
She's just found a cat in the courtyard. Alright, sorry,
I
guys.
found a cat in the corridor.
Trill and Cordelia, you are there though. What would you like to say?
We were in the kitchen trying to get into the cellar. It's a very hefty door you've got on there, just for a cellar, and he must have just snuck away while we were distracted.
I can't see why the cellar would be relevant to your inquiries.
Well, people have been going missing. Where would you hide them?
Not in a wine cellar. The jungle with its animals would be more than a better place to hide a body.
It's a wine and body cellar now.
You did say that they never come out of the mansion. That people
Exactly.
go in and never come out.
Who knows what goes on in the mind of a madman?
He just starts ignoring you and looking at the book.
Oh, yo. Sorry. I love you, Coco.
Artemia's just super fascinated with the cat.
This creature. It's so small and fluffy.
Ah, this is a kindred spirit. It eats mouses too. Mice. Mouses. Allburn's looking at the book and he's like, and he snaps it shut and he goes, it does seem that the figures don't quite add up. It would explain why there's so many emissaries been coming to the island.
Hi.
It's one piece of evidence so far. We'll keep looking.
Yes, there's still the governor's study you could check in. The rest of the
True.
rooms on this floor are servants' quarters.
Would the servants know anything? Oh. Sorry.
Sorry.
Artemia, you're not there.
I know. I'm sorry.
Cordelia?
Would the servants know anything about where the missing emissaries might be? Servants hear everything.
Perhaps the number of servants in employ at this estate has been dwindling over the past couple of months due to, let's just say, Damien.
Oh.
But there is the head of the household I can try and get hold of. All the servants were excused for the day with everything that's been going on.
And just in case, do you have a key for the cellar? Just to settle even just my own curiosity, a quick peek.
I do not, but the head of the house will.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Nathaniel, you better stick with us before you get in trouble.
Aye, but can I quickly show you what the bear does? I think you'll all really love it.
I mean, I'm
Maybe
always
later?
curious to find new things out.
If that's all right with you, Captain Allburn. And he just Allburn just presses his temples. Like, I have no clue what you're talking about. So, Captain's leaves you to it, and he heads to the study to see if he can find anything else out about the records. Nathaniel starts heading back towards the dining room. Are you going to follow him?
I am,
Should we
yeah.
follow him?
I'm following him. Almost got in trouble just now.
Alright. Let's
I'm gonna
Let's
come
go.
in with him.
I see everyone in the glass going over there, so I go with.
With your new friend, the cat.
Yep, yep.
I really hope he starts following us everywhere.
Well, if somebody had rolled a animal handling check, that might have happened.
Yeah, Coco wants to leave my room. That's why she's being so affectionate. She's like, "Let me out, human."
So Nathaniel walks in and he walks up to the pedestal and he picks it up in one hand and he goes, it's a wondrous device, this. And he sort of picks it up and then, have you ever seen Pokemon where Ash turns his hat back and then throws a Pokeball?
Yeah.
Pretty much that. And he throws it to the other end of the room and it bounces and clatters on the floor and he's like, nothing happens. And he's like,
We'll just start a slow clap.
Trick, Neil.
Feeling
Feeling alright?
Give it a second. A few more seconds pass, nothing happens. It's like, and he stands back up because he was still in that ball throwing pose, and he stands back up, straightens his hat, and maybe it wasn't what I thought it was. Well, let's carry on with the rest of the mansion.
Do you usually just throw small statues around?
Well, and as he goes to answer you, you just hear the roar of a wild bear, and literally at the end, a bear's paw clambers onto the table and pulls itself up, and
gosh.
it's a full-size bear, but it's made of clay. Put your token back. I saw that. Put it back.
Aw. Just running away.
I just slide behind Kai.
And literally there is a full bear made of stone stood there on its hind legs staring at you and see what I mean, lads and lasses, it's exactly what I thought it was. And didn't you worry. Hey up, bear, I'm your friend and so are these, so None of that. Should I roll for it, or should I, you know what, I'm gonna roll for it.
Yeah, please
Oh
do.
gosh.
Okay, no, it's all right. It's all right. He passed his check. The bear sort of like looks at him and like nods, and he goes, be a good little teddy and go back to your little form. And it shrinks back. There's like a static discharge from it, and then it like starts to shrink down back into the statue. I really wanted him to fail that because it wouldn't listen to him.
I know. That's why I hid.
And it literally would have just been a fight against a bear in a dining room.
Well,
Oh, do
I'm
you know what? I should have asked the chat if he passed or failed. That would have been better.
we know what their answer would have been, though.
I know exactly. So the bear has shrunk. Yeah, the bear shrunk down back to a statue, and it's now dormant. And the captain walks up and picks it up and like hoys it up in the air and back down into his hand like it's a catch ball, and he's like, interesting, isn't it?
So what's
hopefully it doesn't transform again when it's in the air.
So what happens if it transforms while you're holding it? You're holding a dog. You're holding a bear, princess style.
Well, it's made of stone, lass, so I assume my arm would give out.
That's even worse than that, to be fair.
Well, how about you, lass? And he throws it to you.
Oh,
Oh god.
catch it, please.
Roll me a
Oh god. A dexterity?
acrobatics.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
God.
Plus 7 and I get a freaking 2?
It hits your chest and drops dead to the floor, and all of you recoil like it's a live hand grenade. But nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay, I quickly pick it up so it doesn't turn into a bear.
Didn't worry, lass. Its charge only lasts. I think it's like once a full moon or something.
Oh.
And you used it for that?
Well, it'll be charged back up again in no time.
Fair. I'll pocket it.
That's right.
I'll pocket it.
You did?
What?
Kai looks away from you in disgust and looks back, and you're holding the rifle.
I mean, I would also choose that, but I won't pick it yet. It's too obvious if it's gone.
So anybody who's joined us late, they walked into this room earlier, and there is a weapon tailored for each of them in this room, and all they have to do is take it off the wall and walk out with it.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take the rifle too. I reach up and take the rifle from the wall, and I put it on my back as if I always owned it.
So the rifle's about here. As you walk over there, Alban walks out the door.
Oh, I stop and twirl around. Oh, you must have heard the bear. It ran away.
You just sort of see him grit his teeth and go, and close the doors.
The second the door is closed, I twirl back over and pick up the rifle.
Okay.
I start googling it like I was before, like my owl eyes just kind of dilating and my head kind of like twisting from side to side,
What in your
trying to like look at all the beautifulness of this weapon.
Are you actually taking it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go into the stats of it in a bit, or if you get into combat. But I also want to point out,
I don't have proficiency with it.
You don't have proficiency with it. You don't have any ammunition for it either.
I can still whack stuff with the blade, right?
Oh yeah.
That's fine by me.
Ain't nothing stopping that. The rest of you are just watching on this.
You're literally seeing like a as if like a magpie has picked up a big shiny object and just like kind of like, you know how, like the eyes are on either side, so they have to like turn their head every time they want to like look at it and kind of oogle it. That's like what I'm doing it.
But your eyes are on the front. Anyway.
I know. My head's just twisting around anyway.
Cordelia, are you leaving your weapon of your weapon is on the wall?
Can I see if I can trade out my regular quarterstaff for the really nice one?
You can do that if you want to.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you've got that weapon again. I'll go into the stats of it in a bit. You've got it in the Discord anyway. Trail, are you caving to peer pressure?
I'm just like stood with my arms out, like, come on, guys.
I'll trade out my old quarterstaff.
You mean like come to Poppy and I like take the cutlass and I bring it towards it?
It's like, not what I meant, but I guess if we're taking some, we may as well take all.
Hey, join the hype train.
I put my rapier on the thing, my crappy rapier.
Kai, what about you? Are you taking a moral stance?
It's called the Grudge.
Time?
No, disapproving stare. Disapproving high stare.
Okay. So your axe is still there.
Yep.
Everybody else has got their upgraded weapon. The captain walks over to the axe and takes it off the wall and looks at it and goes, "Well, lass, if it's holding it against you," and he clicks his finger and an image of the axe appears on the wall and he goes, "You could just leave it to me."
How do you do
Oh,
that?
you did the heart. Oh.
I tell you what you're talking about. The heart's still there. And he points to the pedestal with a heart on it.
If I touch it, will it be there?
It's essentially an illusion. So your hand would just go straight through it.
Exactly. It's still there.
I
In the background, I'm
can-
swishing around my sword, having a great time with my new upgraded weapon. It's like, Kai, it's amazing. You really have to try this.
It's like drugs.
Join us.
I will take the.
Sorry, Tyne, you cut out there.
I'm going to take the weapon begrudgingly and warn you all that this will bite. It's going to bite us in the arse.
Aye, but as long as it tries to bite us while we're like 5 miles off coast, I don't really care.
This man speaks a lot of truth.
With that, he clicks his fingers a few more times, and the weapons that you've placed on the walls take on the images of the weapons that you've taken. And he's like, "See, not a problem."
That's a cool trick. You should teach me sometime.
Maybe, lass, maybe. It's just a shame that I really don't like you. Kind, isn't it?
That's rude. I cleaned your floorboards of all the filthy worms that were on.
So
No comment.
are you carrying on the rest of the investigation?
Yes, let us carry on. We got very sidetracked.
Where were we? We were in the garden, weren't we?
Yeah.
I suggest we should just go through the
Yeah.
that door.
That's what I'd
Yeah.
recommend.
Let's go.
Head into that door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's coming with.
Yeah. Oh, Nathaniel's satiated his pirate lust, so yeah.
Pressured us into ransacking an entire room.
Soon to
It's
be
all
an
gone.
entire mansion.
I mean, I want to get into that cellar. Just saying.
Me too.
It's not happening anytime soon because I don't have a map ready for it. So screw you. I'll just reveal that room just so you don't spend some time messing about with it.
Okay.
So you come in and it is a study. There are quite a lot of. There's some fine chairs. There's some half-full wine glasses on the table, and there are some documents on the table as well.
Ooh la la.
Oh.
I'll sit on this very nice cushioned couch. I get all like nice and comfy, and then I have a look at the at the document.
So we're going to start doing it in turns. I'm going to ask people what they want to do. So Cordelia, What would you like to do other than phase through walls?
I thought that was another chair. I was trying to sit on it, but it wasn't working. This is another door, right? Not like a cabinet.
It's a door, yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I will also. I'm just running around the room, I guess. No, I'll start looking at the documents as well, I guess.
Okay. Trill.
Are there any sort of extra cabinets or dressers around the room? Or is it just sort of the seating area?
It's literally just the seating area. There is the windows out. Oh, well, outside is the terrace, and then the area that the guests are at. But there's nothing particularly else in the room other than these chairs.
If they're perusing those documents, I'm going to come and check this door over here. Let's see what's in there. Give it a quick peek.
Ugly doggly.
Oh no, Damien's back.
Yeah.
He's just at the window going. Ah.
Howdy ho, neighborino.
Kai, what would you like to do? Are you...
I'm keeping a very intent eye on the captain and his sticky fingers.
And as you're staring at him, he's just staring back at you with a big grin on his face, going, "How you doing, lassie?"
Very well,
He's
Captain.
having the most innocent smile he can fake.
He leans into Kai and goes, "Your fingers are just as sticky as mine now, lassie."
Oh.
You've been tainted.
Oh.
You don't want to make her angry. I pre-warn you now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can go get Alban to save me.
I doubt that will save you much.
So on the table there are a number of documents in a language that you don't particularly understand.
Ooh.
All right, I'm just gonna say this out of character. If any of you now utter the words "comprehend languages," there will be a problem.
I know
I
a
do
lot
not
of
know
languages.
I didn't take that spell here.
Oh, thank God! If you had, oh,
I could have.
ruins his
How many spoilers? Ooh.
ruins campaigns, that blooming spell. So you don't understand the language. I'm assuming you don't, because I'm gonna afterwards I'll check what languages you do, but I'm pretty sure none of you will know this one. At the bottom though, there are two bits for like signature boxes, and one is signed clearly as the governor, and the other one, although it is of a similar style to the language above, it is Damien Sanders. Yes, that's right. His Flanders' surname is Sanders.
Oh, I thought you were
Full
gonna stick
maiden
with
name.
Landers.
No, it's Sanders.
And that is different how?
Well, it's not that different to Flanders either, is it?
Can I call over Nathaniel? I'll just like, Nathaniel, you've sailed around. Do you maybe recognize what language this might be?
Let me have a look, lass. And he picks it up and looks at it and like, that is... I don't have a bloody clue, and hands it back to you.
Neither do we.
Unless it's primordial or elvish, I haven't got a clue.
Note to self.
Also
It,
have
Either.
primordial.
note to self, it is not primordial. Actually, do any of you speak deep speech?
No.
I was gonna take that. I'm a fathomless deep guy, but no.
Cool, it's deep speech, but none of you know that.
We could show these to Alburn as well.
Yeah, we'll have to, yeah.
I want to ask you all, anybody who's looking at the piece of paper, can you do me a investigation check, please?
Investigation.
I'm enamored by this door. I'm not.
That wasn't too bad.
You've literally wasted your nat 20 on that.
I know. I was also thinking, I was like, nat 20 now. Thanks.
So both of you realise that it's signed with blood.
Oh.
Oh, so edgy, these guys. Oh,
Is the entire thing written in blood or just the signatures?
As far as you can tell, it's just the signatures that are written in blood.
Okay.
this Damien character must have just had some kind of contract with the governor. Maybe to do with the missing diplomats? We don't know. Hopefully Auburn can maybe find a translator of some kind.
Maybe that's why he won't tell us anything. And you'll know if he's betrayed.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's signed in blood. It usually dictates an oath or a pact. Believe me, I know. Actually, usually a bit complicated.
And at this point, a tentacle's going to appear on the screen for everybody at home.
What?
Excuse?
As you carry on talking, Alburn enters the room and joins you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're sneaky.
Have you found anything
show
then?
him. I guess we'll show him the papers.
Suspicious document.
Alburn takes it and looks at it and he goes, I believe this is deep speech, this.
Can you read it?
No. I have never taught myself to.
You know whether the governor can read it?
I don't believe that man can speak any more than the profanities that come out of his mouth, so probably not.
But he should know the premise of the contract. Either way, right?
I assume whoever presented this contract to him read it out to him. Or the governor is that stupid that he would sign something that he doesn't fully understand. At this point, I don't think it really matters, does it?
I say at this point, it's highly possible.
But anyway, I've gone over the figures as well. It does seem that the governor was skimming money off the top from the Empire.
Shall we continue our search? I think we still need to find the governor's bedroom.
Yeah. Was there anything funky about my door?
Which one?
It was this one.
That leads into a toilet.
Yeah, I guess it smelled funky at least.
Alburn sort of stops you and goes, upstairs is the governor's bedroom, through the other door, and he points to this one over here. There is the head housekeeper's room.
Can we speak to them before we head upstairs, or should we get more information before doing some questioning?
They're not here, are they?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Just to confirm with people at home, I'm speaking in an accent because it's a character, not because I'm actually that much of an asshole.
You gotta make that clear. You're doing something right.
Oh, maybe I am an asshole.
You're GM, of course you are.
I haven't killed you yet.
That is true.
Do you know what? I was so tempted when you took that gun off the wall for you to go, this is made of plastic.
No, it would have been funny if I was looking down the chute. And it went off.
What, you just click it and it goes, oh. So yeah, you've got upstairs to check, and yet, the keyword being yet. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but because I'm going to do this. One moment.
Are you taking it straight upstairs? Oh.
Has it all gone? No, you can still see things, can't you?
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
Nothing's happened for me.
Really? You can't see that it's changed floors?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, I
It's-
can. Oh.
it's like a terrace over here.
Yeah.
And then,
Okay,
like,
I
down.
see.
Oh shit! Yeah, my bad.
I have to zoom out a
This
little bit.
this looks more like a study than the room underneath us was.
Well, the one downstairs was a what do you call it? A like a smoking room. So like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and I'm just gonna unhide the entirety of this floor because it's for me it's hard to tell what is hidden and what's not hidden. To be perfectly honest.
I guess we're not gonna bother with the other rooms downstairs because they're just like servant quarters.
Yeah.
You can come back to them later on, but currently none of the servants are about, and there's servants' quarters, so there might not be anything particularly interesting in them, but you don't know
Yeah.
that.
Should we move our characters to the stairs then? Here?
Yeah, over here, please. And I have to keep... Yeah, pretty much that area, that's fine. Alban's going to leave you... No! Sorry, it's tried to move the entire map there. Alban's pretty much just going to leave you to it again. So if I remove you for now,
He's
Alban.
like,
Is this
Alfred is like simultaneously very trusting and untrusting of us.
I think he trusts you guys, but I don't think he trusts Nathaniel all that much.
Trust won't last long when he looks in the dining room.
Shh.
Well, if you remember, Nathaniel changed all the weapons
Oh,
to
yeah.
look. So for the time being, you're all right. It's the only thing that could cripple you now is Kai's morality.
Question.
Yep.
Just so on this side, is that like a ladder going down to the kitchen kind of thing?
Can you click for me, please?
I am. It's upper right corner. Can you see?
I can, yeah. Ignore
That
it.
looks like...
Ignore it because you haven't found that bit downstairs.
I know, so I was just thinking like that's probably where they would bring the food up.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there's a dining cart thing over there anyway. So yeah, you're probably
Yeah.
right.
Okay. I was just thinking it was so annoying to take the food all the way to the main stairs and then have to go upstairs and then go all the way around.
So yeah, you're on the landing. This is pretty much the main door. It's the only door out of that room actually. There's art hung on the walls, but it's like of like oceanic scenes, like ships sailing the ocean and stuff like that. Coming out, it's a ring around the dining room below.
That's pretty cool.
There's a chandelier, and then there is the stuffed head of a very large bovine creature on the wall.
It's like a big ram.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's cool.
Did Auburn say that the main study was to the right or left of the door?
He didn't actually say anything. He just said that it was upstairs.
Okay, well then we'll just go both ways. Together.
Split the pot. Oh.
Together we are strong.
So which way are you going?
Shall we go to the southern part first?
I'm up for that.
Sure.
Go here this way first.
So you open the door, and it is a balcony overlooking the main entrance.
This is a sweet pad.
Well, governor has to live in style.
Makes you wonder why he was skimming money if he was living in luxury already.
Or maybe
Is Nathaniel just hanging out by the stairs?
Cordelia, roll me a perception check.
Oh god.
Stealing again.
for God's sake.
You pretty much go. Wasn't Nathaniel with us?
Oh,
Scooby
not
Dooby
again.
Doo, where are you?
Yeah, he's gone. He's pretty much gone.
Oh my god.
looking.
Jesus. Well, I'll just open the first door in front of us.
Sure.
That's all.
You come into like a landing area. It's got like a tray of breakfast items on it, like tea and like crumbs essentially, and then there's a window overlooking the garden.
Is this book of any importance, or is that just a menu?
It seems to be the housekeeper's log of meals during the day. So they've been keeping track of like what food they've been serving or what they've been using from the pantry. Doesn't seem to be anything. Actually, who's looking at it currently?
Well, I guess I would be, because I asked.
Perception, please.
Perception. Here we go. Wow.
So pretty simple check. You notice that there's only meals here recorded for the governor, but if he's had his guest Damien staying with him, there's no record of any meals for him.
Dun dun dun. Okay. Let me note that.
So you've got 2 rooms ahead of you. 2 doors, should I say, and then there's a corridor going around.
I'm gonna go into the room to the right. This one here.
Okay. The door isn't open. It's like locked.
Oh, okay.
So you materialize your ass out of there.
Yeah. Do we have the key for it?
You do have the master key. Do you want to try it?
I will try it before making a fool of myself again.
It does open for you.
Oh, thank God. Alright, go on in.
Inside, it is a study. There are a number of like scrolls and maps on it on the shelves, and there's papers over the desk in front.
May I percept anything interesting?
Well, I'm not going to make you roll for the papers on the desk because it's pretty obvious what they are. They're correspondence between him and his family back home, or they're the letters that he's had from his family. There are a number of letters as well from the officials in the Empire, which literally they read off along the lines of, "We are sorry to hear that insert emissary name here has not made his report back. We'll be sending another one to replace him, and we look forward to hearing his results." The letters from his family are along the lines of, "Everything's going great. Your father's in good health. Your brothers and sisters are doing brilliantly, and you're out there in the colonies away from us all." Along those lines, and it's pretty much just more of the same.
Is it like with the emissary notes or the notes from the Empire? Is it like? Does it say anywhere explicitly like they're like? Because we don't know what excuse he's been using. We don't know if he's saying like, "Oh, the emissaries haven't actually arrived," or they disappeared on the way back, or.
The notes themselves make it sound like they're sending the emissaries out, but they're never hearing anything back, so they are assuming that something's happened to the emissary. You can't see any correspondence that he's sent, obviously, because there's no copies of it here. He's literally just written it and sent it off. But majority of it does sound along the lines of they're sending somebody, they're not hearing back, so they're sending somebody else.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else interesting amongst the papers on the shelves?
Everybody who is in the room, you can do me a investigation check if you like to have a look through the scrolls.
Oh, God damn. Come on, Trill.
Oh God, it's bigger than usual. 16.
Cue the joke in the chat, people. Kai, are you helping or are you just...
I'll give it a little look. I don't know what I'm looking for though. Investigation, yeah?
Yes, please.
It's a 0.
So Artemia, Cordelia, and Kai, you are all having a look around. There's nothing particularly of interest. The notes themselves seem to be trade routes between the islands or back home. It does also seem to like collect one or two of the ocean currents or the best ways to sail around the islands. But Trill, you don't notice anything particularly in the scrolls or anything, but you notice that there's a drawer in the desk and it's slightly open.
Oh,
Ooh la la.
I slide it open.
Inside there is a lot of like writing equipment, quills, inks, things like that. But can you roll me another investigation, please?
Another one.
Roll high, roll high.
I'm going. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Higher.
That didn't roll for the people at home, so that was a 17.
But did it not come up on the screen?
No, for some reason. And maybe I'll have to click the because every time you roll, the dice stays on the screen, so maybe I have to click it off.
Yeah, it's there for me.
So investigating it, nothing seems untowards, but there is. You notice something underneath. There's like a shadow. So there's like a force. There's an extra drawer in the drawer.
False bottom.
Well, no, it's not on the bottom because there's stuff on top of it. It's like on the top of the inside the desk. There's something on top.
Interesting.
I'm not making sense, am I? When you
It's
open
like
up,
a secret drawer.
when you open up the drawer, if you reach in underneath, there's like the roof of the desk. There is something there.
Oh, okay. Is it stuck, or can I just pull it out, or does it need like forced out?
It does seem to be like a smaller drawer.
I'm gonna try and open that as well.
It is locked.
Oh.
Okay.
Take out your thief tools.
I've got these two. I'll try and unlock it.
I'm going to say you find there's like a little keyhole on the underneath of it, so it's going to be difficult for you to work on it because it's like in an angle that you're not used to. But go for it.
It'd be better if I can pull the drawer that's in the way. Can I pull that out to get a better look in? Can I remove the drawer completely?
You can do, but it's a standard size drawer, so you're not going to be able to fit your head in.
Right, I'm going to do this blind. I will try and pick it.
Before you do, let's see if we've got any tenser music.
Oh dear.
Do some of that hacky music.
That's about as tense as I can get it. That's about.
Okay.
There you go. Go for
It's
it.
just a straight dexterity, and then I'll add the proficiency.
Yeah,
afterwards. Here it comes. Oh well, it's a 10.
So you know it's there. You can't really get your tools into it properly, so it doesn't really do anything.
I want to maybe put that new axe to some use.
Yeah, can I brute force it?
Roll me a strength check, please, Ty.
Crush the desk that torments me.
Middling.
So Kai walks over to it and doesn't quite get the idea and just brings the axe down through the desk. You take a good chunk of it out, and you can see slightly into the drawer, but you haven't done enough to like pry it open. Would you like to try again?
Why not?
Yep. So you take another chunk off of it, but it doesn't do anything major. I'm just going to keep you
Third
letting.
time's the charm?
Yeah, I'm going to keep you letting you do strength checks until you get it out. Or roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Like Jack Nicholson getting into the bathroom.
Pretty much. You wedge your axe in and pry the top of the desk off. Inside there is what looks like a journal.
Ooh. Juicy stuff.
Just turn that. I need to get us some better. I got us battle music when we haven't been in a battle.
Daniel keeps nicking stuff from Mike.
So yeah, you've pried the top of the desk off, and you have a journal.
Is it one of those journals that teenage girls has with the little lock on it?
Yes, and it's pink with a heart on it.
Oh. Does it really have a lock on it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna read it. Hopefully, it's not in deep.
It's essentially a leather journal bound with like a leather strap, so you can easily open it up and have a look at it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a peek at that.
So the first page is terrible poetry.
Won't make you read it out.
Thank you, because I literally just made that up on the spot. It is the governor's journal, and it's spotty. Like the entries are spotty. It's like it's not an everyday thing, but he's like been writing bits and pieces about it. Majority of it is how much he hates being here and how he wishes he was back home. How he's realised that he can take money off of we want the poetry. Damn you, chat. It's skimming the money off the top of the returns, but he's been getting greedier and greedier every time. And he's been doing all this because he's been corresponding with another governor in the islands, who says that they've been doing it as well, and it's easy to do. So he's taken their advice. It then states that the governor said that he's going to come and pay him a visit, and he's excited to meet a kindred spirit out in these islands. He then mentions He then mentions the name of the person, and it is Damien Sanders.
Wait, so Damien is another governor?
According to the correspondence that he's been receiving.
Been lying.
Perhaps. He turns up, they hit it off, they start talking. He doesn't mention once or twice that the man's very peculiar, that he dresses in very weird, dresses in clothes, always carries an umbrella with him, stays out the sunlight, he's more active at night. He also makes reference to the fact that the housekeepers raised concerns that they were taking food to him, but he wasn't eating it. So, after a while, they just stopped doing it.
All the info.
Later on in the book, like you flick to the back of the pages, and the governor starts getting a bit anxious because the Empire starts sending emissaries, and he's worried that they're going to find out that he's been skimming money, and he's preparing to tell them all, like confess everything. But Damien convinces him out of doing it and saying that he will deal with the problem. Shortly thereafter, the first emissary arrives. He greets them, provides boarding for them, the proper host. The next morning, they're gone. And then it happens again, and again, and again. And at this point, the governor's terrified that he's not the one killing these people, but they're dying in his house. And the Empire just keeps sending more and more.
Oh. Plot thickens.
The last entry reads that Damien has come to him with a proposition. And that's all it says.
Right, so let's say I've been reading that out loud to everybody so that everybody knows.
Don't recite it word for word.
Been reading stories while they've been sitting there. The proposition.
Big Sugar, I will try and do some terrible poetry for you next time. But yeah, you've now got the tax logs that have obviously.
I just realised I muted myself.
I thought you'd be
Oh, no.
quiet.
I've been saying all this shit, and everyone's just been talking about. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was
I'm sorry.
that a swear word? Oh, the counter's back down to 0.
Wait,
Oh,
when did I
no.
swear?
now.
All this what?
I've been saying what?
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it again because I'm not putting the counter back up.
No, I
Is
said
that
I
a word
muted
for poop?
myself. I didn't realize I muted myself. So it's like saying all these sentences.
Yeah,
And
that's
no-
not what you said though. That's not what you said though. Chat can
Is
back
it?
me up.
I
Chat.
don't know. I've got
You
like
said the other
short-term
word-
memory loss.
I'm
Gary, you said the other word for poop.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Caitlin, you're lovely.
Well, I'm not gonna say it again.
See, chat heard the naughty
sorry.
word.
I've been muted for quite a while now.
Yeah. If people haven't been watching, we've got this little table up, and for some reason my computer's turned it off. But every time I swear, a counter goes onto it, and the team can use that as a re-roll for something. Every time they swear, the counter goes down. My delicate ears are shook. I know it's just something we're doing. It's a bit of a laugh. Anyway, so yeah, you've got the tax logs, you've got the governor's journal, and you've got this contract written in a language you don't understand.
So what I was actually saying just now when I realized I was actually muted was that like that proposition that must be the signed document. So if we can translate that,
Translate it?
yeah, we should basically know what's going on here.
Well, you can take it to Alba and see what he says or what his advice would be.
I mean, like the governor must know about it. Like he probably can't read it, but he probably knows what the contract is.
Oh yeah.
And if we recite that, I was saying we should recite that poetry to him as the ultimate blackmail.
And not. I'm literally changing it to more. Oh, that is more dramatic music, that isn't it? Yeah, but. Oh, all right. You know, you guys figure out what you discuss between yourselves what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna try and find some terrible poetry.
Just look for like cringiest poetry. Love poetry even better. Or maybe about loneliness, like he is against the world kind of thing.
All right. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
We've got a lot of evidence now, but I do want to peek into his room.
Yeah.
Let's find some other blackmail material. Preferably more poetry.
Back, guys.
Okay. Nothing much happened. We're just thinking about blackmailing the governor with his own poem.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And like the other dude will be there, and Allburn will be there, so he'll be just so embarrassed that he'll just tell us. Maybe we should be like invite the whole guard, so
Should
they
make
can
the
listen
jailer
to
read it.
listen to the poem recital done by their governor.
All right, I
If you
found it.
don't tell us what we want, then
The governor will have to spill.
Sorry, I found some terrible poetry.
Great.
awesome.
Thanks, internet.
Are we also thinking that this proposition is the contract we found in the other room?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing?
We still
I
want
wanna
to
go-
look around though.
Yeah, poke in his bedroom.
Cool. I'm gonna make this really quick. Stick your head in the bedroom.
Ha!
It's a bedroom.
Huh.
Why are we doing this fast?
Because this is what I'm doing.
What?
Yeah.
I investigate everything.
Look under the bed.
I want to find
I recently-
dirty myths here.
I recently had my own bedroom ransacked in a bit break-in. I can tell you where they open up drawers and bring the mattress out of the bed and
I'm just thinking he's just gonna start throwing, just like in a traumatic rage, like, ah! This is my vengeance.
Feel the wrath that I have felt.
You walk out and there's just smoke rising from the bed, and like, Cordelia, what did you do? Nothing.
No, but like I do want to look under his bed and like open the drawers and move his socks around.
So there's a couple of boxes underneath the bed which are filled with different pairs of shoes. The drawers have his clothes in. His wardrobe's there as well. There's nothing particularly interesting in there. The bottom chest has a few keepsakes in, like books that he's brought from the old lands, but nothing particularly interesting in here.
I just realized Damien's room must be on the second floor too, right?
I think it's where Nathaniel might have gone, probably.
Nathaniel. I almost
Didn't
forgot
have
he
that plus
existed.
10.
How could you forget Nathaniel? Nathaniel's an important member of this team.
He decided to ghost us, so you know he's not so important to me anymore.
Well, he did save my life, so he's kind of still important to me.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, that is
Speaking of
true.
him, should probably check on him. He's been gone a little while.
Who knows? He's probably in like some kind of arm wrestle with Captain Goldberg. What?
Sorry, I had a notification, and it's very loud in my ears, and it hasn't actually.
Oh no.
Big Shugs, thank you for follow.
Big shucks.
Shucks.
You know what? If I'm waiting for somebody to, why does it keep doing that? I'm waiting for somebody to actually subscribe, and then I will make them a character in the actual game. But
Ooh,
Wow.
that's cool. Cool idea.
I will laugh so much if Big Shugs now subscribes. I'm like, I have to make a character called Big Shugs.
Yeah.
Big Sugar, sorry.
It's a merchant name if I've ever heard one.
I know. Captain of a ship, I'd say.
I did not expect such a lot. Yeah, the notification thing's marked down. I don't know why it's that loud. It's currently set at minus 37 decibels, so I don't know why it's still that loud. Yeah, you should probably go check on Nathaniel.
Alright guys, let's go
Double step.
find...
It does make me laugh because obviously you guys can't hear the notification settings. I can, and the guys in chat can as well. So so every time you hear me go, that's probably why.
Is it like the Windows
Go find
ending
him.
screen where it's like just so loud and you're like, do, and you're like, ah!
Yeah, something like that actually.
Alright.
So you walk in and there's Nathaniel's pretty much walking back towards you, and he stops dead. He's like, "Oh, hi there, how you doing?"
Found anything interesting, sir?
Yeah, there's a rather fancy bathroom in there.
Did you need
Your
to
pockets
use it?
aren't too heavy. Oops.
Oh, sorry.
Go.
Sorry. Ah, no.
I just wanted. Oh.
I was going to try and answer both of you at the same time. I was like, my pockets still have plenty of space in, lad. Why, have you found something? And no, lass, I haven't had the need to use it yet.
We found something that we were actually looking for. The evidence. About yourself?
Good stuff. Does that mean we can be on our way now with our collected gifts?
We're gonna have to take the rooms back there. We think the biggest mystery of them all, Damien the guest, might have stayed in one of those rooms.
Oh, I think it's the one that Cordelia stood right next to right now. Aye, that one.
Is it locked?
Alrighty.
No, it's open.
I want to go in.
Oh, she's gone.
As you do, Nathaniel sort of like gives you a little bit of a bow, and you hear his pockets jingle.
Is there anything interesting in this room?
The room itself is very Spartan. It's like there's nothing in it other than the drawers, the bed, and the table.
Huh.
I want to open the drawers.
There is nothing in the drawers.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, his lair's in the cellar. That's
Is there
where they
any
all do
rogue
it.
drops of blood around?
No, there's not.
Maybe we spilled.
No, there is literally nothing in here. Nothing under the bed, nothing in the drawers.
We'll check
Alright, well, I guess I'll
the
come back
nice
out.
bathroom. Nathaniel, did you take everything?
The chest of drawers, I didn't think it would look right on the ship.
But what about what was in it?
Oh, a thing in there. I didn't find anything. It's like it's never been lived in. Nudge,
Do I
nudge,
believe
wink,
him?
wink.
I guess I don't believe him if he nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
If you didn't see, there's actually a door in that room as well, which leads in. I'm guessing you're going to the bathroom now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
There was a door. This door?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a door in there, and then on the other side there's another bedroom and a door into this fancy bathroom. You know, the layout of this mansion is a bit weird.
Weird.
Because
Yeah.
the master bedroom is over in the bottom right of the mansion, and then the only bathroom, like the bathroom, you have to go through someone's bedroom to get to.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
I would say this would have been like a master bedroom, just because it's right next. It's like en suite to this.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the study attached to it. Ah, well.
No.
I am not an architect. I do not know.
I don't know. They had weird planning when they first came to this island.
If anybody didn't hear earlier, I did say that if anybody does subscribe, I will try and make them an NPC in the campaign, but I'm most definitely not trying to encourage you to subscribe. Subscribe! So are you all in the bathroom?
I'm just gonna stay out here in the corridor and
With Nathaniel?
with Nathaniel. or rather, Kai, would you like to keep an eye on your best friend Nathaniel?
Tyne, what would you like to do? Are you staying with Nathaniel or going in the bathroom?
Staying with Nathaniel.
Okay, so that pretty much frees you up, Artemia.
I'll leave him to you, and I'll already go into this room.
Nathaniel leans towards you, Kai, and goes, "Hey, lass, I got something for you if you like."
Kai does not to be swayed.
Sorry, what was that, Kai?
What have you got for me, Captain?
He holds his hands out, and in one hand there is a bottle of rum, and in the other hand there is a sack of coin, and he goes, "What do you think, wee lassie?"
Ask if he gets into the cellar.
You're not there.
I know. It's a group interest.
But you're not there. Kai, what would...
These do not hold my heart, Captain. I will keep an eye on you, always.
Oh, alright, here, lass. Suit yourself. He uncorks the bottle of rum with his teeth, spits the cork out, and then just downs it in one go.
Where?
And the coins in his hand, he just sort of goes... He finishes the bottle, literally he destroys it. It's ridiculous how fast he goes through it. Drops it to the floor, kicks it to one side, and then puts the coins back into his jacket, and he goes, "Well, it's there if you want it, lass. You never know, there might be a shiny bit of jewellery I like."
Did he put it back in his pocket?
Yes, he torpedoed it. It back into his jacket pocket, yeah. Cordelia and Trill, you are inspecting the bathroom.
Yeah.
It is a bathroom. There's a bar of soap.
Is it actually super fancy and really nice?
Oh yeah, the bathtub is literally made of gold.
Ooh.
Okay, well I'm gonna use the toilet.
With Trill
Give
in
you
there?
some privacy there.
Well, people at home,
There's a door.
welcome to the Not Safe for Work stream.
There's a door.
Artemia.
I'll close it.
Well, it's nice that you got the courtesy to close it. Artemia, what would you like to do? You're in the bedroom.
Can I look around this bedroom? Has it been used recently?
No, but open up the wardrobe.
Boop-ba-da-boop-ba-doop-boop-ba-doop. Hi.
There's nothing.
That is a big wardrobe. I thought that was a dresser, to be honest.
There's nothing in the wardrobe. I'm joking. There
Just
is,
so rude sometimes.
there is a travel bag in there.
Ooh la la. Can I rifle through it?
Yeah, there is a number of clothes. It looks like they're men's clothes. They're all neatly folded. There is the insignia of the Empire on a couple of them. So it looks like this is one of the...
Oh shit, is this Captain Allburn's room?
No, Captain Allburn doesn't live here.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the ambassador's bags.
Oh. Is there like any name tag or...
Yeah, Bob. No, there's no...
Bob.
I was going to say Jeremy, but that's already the name of the parrot, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
no, there's no name tags on it or anything like that. There's no documentation in it either.
Okay, so just clothes.
Pretty much.
Are they like completely clean?
Yeah, it looks like they've never been worn.
Hmm.
I just want to point out that I have finished with the toilet and I am a good girl and I'm washing my hands because that's what you're supposed to do.
Remember, people, wash your hands for 20 seconds and use soap.
Gotta learn these ties. There's no like. Is there any? Is
Again,
everything else sparse?
yeah, it looks like this room's been made ready for a guest, but the guest has arrived but never actually used it.
That checks out. I see Trill come in. I'm like, nothing here except for this bag. I'll take the bag though.
I was gonna say you should take that. Empty the clothes out. We don't need those.
You never know.
Yeah, they're fancy.
What if I want?
I was gonna. I'll do
What
it
if I want to
fit me?
be
They're my size.
Amelia? Oh Jesus, what is it called? Oh my God, I'm drawing such a blank. Sherlock Holmes, Amelia Holmes. Have you guys seen that movie recently?
I watched about 10 minutes of it and turned it off. Anyway.
Oh, basically, she always wears men's clothing and she like changes like multiple times throughout the movie. So.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't say they'd fit your Trill.
Oh,
Where
and
did
take
she
the
choose-
bag.
Anything else, guys?
I think we're done. We can take Nathaniel, get out of here. Or we can take Nathaniel to the cellar.
Ooh, again. Chat, hit me with your oohs.
What? What?
Literally, the chat has literally been every now and again going ooh, oh, that's what she said.
I know who's saying that.
So you get. Are you going back downstairs?
Well, can we ask Nathaniel, how good are you with steel doors?
Do I have any explosives?
We'll just have to somehow get the key off of Allburn.
Well, he did direct us to the head of the house, so when she turns up or he turns up,
Yeah,
then they're talking to.
fair enough.
Unless you're gonna have it like you were having this conversation as you were going downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you come back downstairs and Allburn is in the dining room.
Illusion.
I'll just be shouting his name as we walk down the stairs, walk into the lobby.
As you, yeah, he responds with you and pretty much goes, "I'm in here."
Come on, Nathaniel. Let's go.
I am going to stand and wait to see if he comes along.
Oh, there he is.
I was just waiting for you guys to move your counters. That's all I was waiting for.
Okay.
You can understand our untrustworthy.
You all walk in, and Allburn, he still has the. He's gone and got the book with the tax logs in, and he turns back to look at you all and he's like, "Ah, yes. So you found anything else then?"
Oh, we got the tea, my good sir.
Oh.
We will drop the governor's journal on the table. We've got some good blackmail for the governor in the first few pages, if you wish to read that.
I guess we should go confront the governor then, shouldn't we?
I think we should. I think we'll get something good out of this.
Very well. Lead the way then.
Onwards.
As you turn around, Artemia, Alban goes, "Wait. That gun on your back. Where did you get it?"
I found it in the town of oh god, what's the town up north called? The town up north.
Anders.
And Anders.
He sort of looks at, he's sort of like pointing at it, and then he sort of turns to the wall where you took it from, and the illusion's still there. He's like, curious.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Very well. It must just be a very similar model. I could have sworn.
It's part of a pair.
Yeah. I could have sworn the governor told me it was one of a kind.
Yeah, but what does the governor know?
Anyway, let us go speak with him. Would you guys like to carry on and get this bit done?
8 to 10.
Yeah, we could still for another 20 minutes, is it?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how quickly this go. So you're already down there with the governor, so I'll just I'll pop out Alburn.
How?
You get down there. Pretty much the guards are still there, keeping an eye on him. And Alburn, where are you?
Oh god, I was left by the door. There I am.
Did Nathaniel come with us?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find his counter again.
Oh, it's by the stage, I think.
Oh, is there still already one on there? Alright.
It's a different portrait, but close enough, you know.
Yeah, he's there. So essentially, you get downstairs, and as you get down the bottom of the stairs, Nathaniel leans against the wall of the bottom stairs, and you all, I'm guessing you're all going to walk over to the governor. Again, anybody...
I'll walk along with him.
Yeah. Anybody... Well, arrange your tokens how you like. But anybody who's joining us, this boy is the governor. And this is his underling, Pickles.
Oh my god, Pickles.
How could you forget Pickles? Pickles is awesome. And I've just realised that the...
Who forgot?
There you go. You can see Pickles now. Your little... your stat block was covering him up. They're both in jail currently. The governor's still sat, like, sort of, like, hunched up, like, in a little ball. He's still sort of sobbing, and Pickles is pretty much, like, pacing backwards and forwards in his cell.
Alburn, are you wanting to take the lead, or shall we?
No. You guys go ahead. This will be interesting to see how you, work. Should we do it as we did last time? Take it in turns. Paul, who would you like to ask a question to?
Well, I will direct it straight to the governor first, and I'm going to start by reciting a little bit of the poetry he has written to him. Make him uncomfortable. Make him realise what we have in our hands and see how he reacts.
Well, as chat's request, your heart is not a plaything. Your heart is not a toy. And if you want it broken, you just give it to a girl. She'll say that she loves you dearly, and that she'll always be true. But when she finds another boy, she'll say goodbye to you. The governor's just sort of like, he's frozen solid, and he's like, not saying a word. He's like,
Wave the journal around in my hands in front of him.
He's
He knows
not.
what I have.
Yeah, he's not looking at you. Tiny Kai, what would you like to ask?
Pass to someone more charismatic.
Cordelia.
Okay, Governor.
Yep.
You couldn't even make it rhyme very well, huh?
I was going through a phase.
Was that phase also including, keeping some money from the taxes for yourself?
He's starting to sweat. Artemia, what would you like to ask?
Just so you know, along with your beautiful poetry, we also have all the evidence showing what you've done with those tax money. And your strange affiliation with a man named Damien.
I don't know what you're talking about. He made me do it, I tell you. It was his idea, but he didn't want any of the gold, he just wanted me to do it.
Did you do what?
Skim gold from the Empire. You said you had the... You do have the journal, don't you? Oh no, have I just let it all go?
Dumber than me.
To be honest, you do actually know you've got it all in front of you.
Yeah.
We'll go back to... Do you just want me to keep skipping your time, or have you got a question?
You know what Damien was doing with the ambassadors? Where's the bodies, Governor?
I didn't get involved with that. That Pickles did all that. And he's like, "Oh, shut up!"
Ooh, Pickles.
Oh no, Pickles, you've been a bad
Tut.
boy. Tut tut tut.
Oh, that fat man doesn't know what he's talking about. Shut up.
Oh dear, Mr. Pickles.
Paul, what would you like to ask?
Okay. So we also have the correspondence the letters he wrote in the journal. He had letters that were to Damien, is that right?
No, there's no letters. You just got the reference of letters.
Oh, okay.
Like he's essentially in the journal. He said that he's made contact with another governor of the islands, and he's been sending letters backwards and forwards, and that other person that he's been in contact with is Damien.
Okay. I'm gonna do what I did last time and get down low so he can see me eye to eye if he chooses to look at me.
How to speak to little people? Yeah.
Yeah. Speak to children when they're in a huff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look down. I'm just gonna be. There's no way out of this that's good for you. You can determine the level of bad. You either come out of this a corpse or a prisoner. It's your choice.
A corpse.
All you have to do is.
You have no idea how the Empire works, my boy. There's no chance of me being hung.
I'm not talking about the Empire.
Not hung, perhaps tortured?
He sort of looks to both of you and is like, very well, what do you want to know?
Does somebody else want to go? I wasn't thinking it was gonna work.
I'll ask, like, what exactly did you and Damien agree upon when you signed the document with him?
Oh, I'm willing to talk about the diplomats, but that I'm not saying a bloody word about that.
What?
He's willing to spill his guts about what's been happening with the diplomats, or confess that Damien's had an involvement with killing the diplomats, but the contract's something else.
Right, do you know what Damien did to the diplomats?
I assume he offed them They,
True, but no bodies have been found, have they?
as I said, that one over there will have all the info that you want about that. He's good at removing bodies, if you know what I mean.
Can I turn to Pickles and take that lovely rifle off my back and just like point it straight at him? It's like, so.
Ah, how the tables have turned!
How the tables have turned. Except I can imagine that if I shot this in several places, you'd still be alive, but very much hurting. Do you have
Roll me an intimidation check.
my cool ass gun? Come on, don't fail me now. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank fuck.
Pickles takes a step back and lifts his hands up, like, not seriously, but high enough for you to see that he's holding his hands up, and he goes, "Alright then, he sold me down the river. What do you want to know then?"
What has Damien been doing to the ambassadors? But precisely, we know they're not living no more.
What he's been doing, I haven't had a clue. He just paid me to get rid of the bodies.
Where have you dumped these bodies? Just in the jungle to be eaten?
Yeah, pretty much. There's some ruins upriver. Take them there and leave them. When I come back the next day, they're gone.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Why
if you
did-
crossed the river and gone to the ruins earlier, you might have found out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Happily walk right by those twice.
Well, we still have to go that way to get back to Nathaniel's ship, so.
That's true.
I'll ask, why exactly did you agree to do this?
He sort of like gestures towards himself when he goes, he was offering gold. A lot of gold. And all he had to do was meet him at night and take the bodies away from town. That's all he wanted. No questions.
Did you have a look at the bodies?
I'm not bloody stupid. Cordelia?
I just want to know, what did you do with the gold? Because when we looked in your bag, there wasn't a heck of a lot there, bud.
I'm not going to carry around ill-gotten gold, am I?
Never know. You're not exactly that smart. Although you might be smarter than the governor.
Yeah. I'm still behind bars,
not-
aren't I?
Yeah. Not so fun.
He leans against the side of the cell.
Who's next?
Tyne, anything you'd like to ask?
All of mine's been asked, so I'm good. Thank you.
Cool. Paul.
Okay, so given like my warlockness, if I looked at this contract, would it look like I'd be familiar with the kind of deal? Would it like stand out to me in any way with it signing in blood and stuff, or do I think the blood signing's just for flavor, or?
It's a binding contract, but you can't gather its meaning. Like, you can't decipher anything from it other than it is a contract that has been signed by two parties.
I wouldn't know if destroying it would end the contract or if it's like magically binding sort of thing.
No, you wouldn't be able to figure that out now.
Okay.
I will say, though, it is mundane. It's not a magical contract.
Hey, Governor,
Yes?
why did he make you sign this contract in blood?
She said it was a tradition of his people. I'm not entirely sure what he meant by that. It's very rather
What?
barbaric, if you ask me.
What island is he from?
You know, he said he was from... Oh, what was the name of that godforsaken place? Oh... Novi? Somewhere south of here. I have to say it's rather weird, though. He's been here for months now. I would assume that his island would require him to return.
I get the feeling that he may not be a governor as he has said he is.
Olburn sort of chirps at this point, and he goes, he presented a writ of passage from an island known as Novi, but I have no idea where it is. I have never seen it on any maps.
This writ of passage state him as a governor, or just as a person traveling?
It was ratified in an official manner, but it didn't state his occupation.
Convenient.
Seems to be quite the persuasive character, this Damien. Tricking a
Indeed.
governor into stealing from his empire. Tricking a man into disposing bodies just for gold.
You don't understand the depths of human desperation, do you?
Being one, no.
No.
I'm gonna go to the governor again and say, so, if you're willing to speak a little, Anders, what happened there?
Who has the contract?
I think Trilla's holding it.
Are you holding it currently while you're speaking to him?
Yeah.
He glances at the contract and he glances up at you and into your eyes, but he doesn't say a word.
Uh-huh. Still with me? Or should I?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You can ask another. I'll let you ask another one.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, you know, this contract isn't really beholden you that much. I could tear it up right now and you'd be free to speak.
He lunges forward and goes, "No, don't do anything stupid."
But you want this to remain intact, then I'm afraid, and I'll put it in position ready to rip it. Stop talking, or I start ripping.
No, I guess if they turn up, I could just say you did it, but I'd rather not have to try and explain it. There's somebody in the chat who just said tear it up. Right, so Damien made me sign it. He said he wanted possession of Port Anders.
Is this before or after everyone disappeared?
Oh, before, boy, before. Kerry, Artemia, what would you like to ask a question?
I ask, so I just basically say to the group, I think David might have had a force behind him when he might have. He must have first asked to possess Port Anders and then raid it. Though it's still strange of how he did so. I don't know what else to ask.
Cordelia, would you like to ask anything?
What would you get for giving Damien Port Anders? What did you get in the contract?
The governor slumps back against this jail cell and he goes, "Do you know that every official working for the Empire has a signet, a ring to denote his position?" And he raises up his hand, showing that he's got one on his finger currently. Well, let's just say if I hadn't signed that piece of paper, Damien would have laid all the dead emissaries' rings at my feet, and I would have then been a dead man for sure. My family would have been ashamed, cursed, drummed out of the court, I couldn't allow that to happen.
That must have been his plan all along.
Yes, it would appear so. He said he wanted to become the ruler of the town. I didn't think anything of it, even with all that weird inscription writing. He explained it to me and I signed it, and I thought that would be the end of it. But as you know, the townsfolk have all disappeared now.
Do you know if there was anything in Port Anders that would be, I don't know, that he would want? Like what? It just seemed like a little town to us.
I'm not privy to the inside of his head, but I can only assume that he wanted the people, as they're the ones that went missing and nothing else.
Maybe like their souls or something.
Again, he showed me his true colours, and that man is a beast.
I think it unusual that he encouraged you to steal all this money and wanted none of it for himself.
I can't explain it to you. I've told you everything I know.
I have, so I won't rip this up. I am keeping it. Just in case. Fold it up. Put it in my coat pocket.
On that note, we will leave it off there. Thank you everybody for coming tonight. We do apologise for all the technical issues we've had during the stream. It has been a very heavy roleplay stream, this one.
There's no fighting.
No fighting. We didn't fought a bear though.
Yeah.
I should have made you fight the bear.
State conscious.
So, yeah, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to hang around to answer a few questions. I know Kimmy and Kerry need to shoot off, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, sorry, we'll let you guys go. But again, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the video is going to go up on YouTube, and then the edited videos will go up on YouTube as well. Really sorry for all the technical issues. We'll hopefully have it sorted for next time.
Hopefully. I'm trying to figure it out.
We are cutting it off a bit weird tonight, but obviously I think it's a pretty good point to leave it, because obviously the governor's spilled his guts. You guys next session can then decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
Can I run to Nathaniel and ask if he's heard of Novi?
All right. Yeah. Nathaniel sort of like pulls a bit of an eyebrow up above his head, like, aye, lass, I have actually, but it's been a long time since anybody's called it that.
Care to elaborate?
Oh yeah, aye. It's called It was called Novi because the ship that first discovered it was called that. But shortly after, nobody went to that island anymore. It's called Isle de Morte now.
Of course it is.
Mentioned that, yeah.
Aye, which roughly translates as Isle of the Dead, because of all the dead people there.
Thank you for the elaboration.
No problem. The locals call it something weird as well, but I cannot remember what it's called.
Alright then, I'll be off. I'll see you guys next time.
Yes.
Bye.
There, okay.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
It's alright, bye.
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 Kai, by the way, you found Nathaniel rummaging through the storage room full of all the weapons.
I wanted to sort of jump in and go, what are you doing?
he sort of like jumped up surprisingly, but he's literally sellotaped all these things to his body, like all these weapons. Just so you know where I chat, I'm going to hang around for a little bit. I'm going to answer any of your questions, and I'll answer any questions from Tyne or Paul, if they've got any.
I think I'm okay. I've got like 3 pages of notes written down because of all the shit we found.
It has been
It's
a very
then,
it has been a very roleplay orientated session. Have you got any questions, Tyne?
About Jeremy the bird. He was turned into the bird because he was originally a diplomat called Jeremy.
I'm not too sure if I'm going to run with that, but I like that.
No.
But no, you've pretty much got to the bottom of the mystery. Well, you don't know why Damien's done it, but you've obviously realised that Damien's the one responsible for it. It is all, to be honest, it's all fitted together quite well, actually, all this random junk, but... Did I hear a naughty word there just from Paul? Paul, did you sweat? No, I don't think you did.
Oh, well, I did, but we're finished. It doesn't count.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. The other thing as well, it's at 0 anyway, so you can't go any lower than 0.
Oh, okay.
Sticky notes. It keeps closing my sticky notes, I don't know why.
Don't forget to plug the social medias as well.
I'll do what I want. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Jail him for 1,000 years. Naughty Paul. So yeah, this is the list that I was talking about earlier. We've got unexpected fires, which we haven't added to. Severed limbs, which we haven't added to. Swearing, which is now down to 0. I will figure out a way of actually doing this as a better table. And then we've got possible Messiah slain, which if you haven't seen it, they killed Wasp Jesus.
Oh yeah, we did.
How do you keep forgetting about?
No, it's a strange thing to hear about a Wasp Jesus, but it's really forgettable somehow.
As Tyne was saying, we've got a few social media things. We've got a Discord set up for fans. If anybody wants it, I can throw it into the chat. We have a Twitter. What else do we have? Tyne, what else do we have?
Reddit. You made a Reddit, I think, didn't you?
Reddit, yeah, that was one, and a coffee as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to push that too hard, to be perfectly honest. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
We need to get our first subscriber first, then I might start pushing COVID.
Yeah. Did you make an Instagram? Oh.
No, I haven't.
No.
I do need to figure out a way of posting up the backstories. Okay, there we go. Now I have to start pushing coffee. Thank you, Cherry Blossom. Thank you. Damn you. If you missed it earlier, we're actually gonna anybody who subscribes, we are gonna make into an NPC. So I now need to make it a Cherry Blossom NPC.
Oh, Cherry Blossom.
Oh, did she subscribe? Did she?
Yeah. Actually,
Nice.
Cherry Blossom. We haven't named Nathaniel's ship yet. Would you like the ship to be called the Cherry Blossom?
That's such a good name.
It's good.
Wait to see. She said, "Yeah." I think that was me making an NPC, but wait to see if she says that about a ship. Sure.
Could be made out of cherry wood as well.
Well, I'll leave it up to you. You can either be the ship or I'll make you an NPC. We do have a Ko-fi, but I'm not really trying too hard with that. The Twitter is actually, I've got quite a bit of a movement on that. But as I was saying, the ship sounds cool. So the ship is now called the Cherry Blossom. I am trying to figure out a way of putting up the backstories and the short stories that have inspired this world so people can read them. Obviously, Twitter's not a good place to do that because you can't put a lot of text on there, can you?
Put it up. I don't think it's much.
No. I'm not entirely... I did try and record some of it. I might edit it and put it on YouTube, but again, I'd rather put the writing up so people can just do it at their own leisure. Oh, sorry.
You got it like on any blog spots or anything like that?
No, not yet.
Already. Okay.
I could set up not a Wattpad. Yeah, Wattpad.
Then you could have like a pinned tweet on the Twitter that is a link to the short stories and the backstories and stuff.
Yeah. I might need to edit them a little bit. But again, thank you everybody for joining. feel free to ask questions. I'm going to keep around for a little bit as well. Going forward, I'm going to stream on Monday night. I don't know what I'm streaming just yet. It's going to be a random RPG, I think. Wednesday night is going to be map building and lore discussion, so like more questions and answers. Actually, Wednesday night I am making 2 pitches for a game called Scullery, which is going to take place in this world. So it's essentially going to be fantasy football with actual fantasy elements of magic and shiz. And then next Sunday again, we'll be back, hopefully with less tech issues. Anything you guys?
It's always the first half an hour or so we seem to be wobbly and bouncing around, and then once it's over, we sort of just get on with it and go.
But it's weird. The first 2 sessions were, they had a few issues, but they weren't anywhere as near as bad as today.
Yeah, I think Discord made it a bit extra wobbly.
Yeah. To answer your question, Chris, it is actually going to be like Blood Bowl. It's going to be Blood Bowl and a little bit of Quidditch. Essentially, imagine American football. No, maybe. There's a pitch, and there's going to be 2 goals at either end, and then there's going to be like hoops where you score points as well. But the thing that makes it really different is it was originally done on ships, and there's like a golem in the centre that holds onto the ball, which you have to get the ball off. Yeah, sort of like Quidditch, sort of. There's not going to be any flying, though. Well, I suppose Artemia could start flying around, but...
Because I've read through the rules, and you say that sustained flight isn't allowed.
Yeah,
it's one of the rules.
So, I'm going to say, essentially, you can... Artemia will be able to take off, but she has to end her turn on the ground, so she could, like, do long hops. But if she goes, I've got the ball, and flies 30 feet up in the air, there'll be somebody in the stands with a gun going, nope. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It's a long way off, but I do have other campaigns in mind as well, but we're just going to keep this one going for now. You guys haven't even made it off the first island, and I've got about 8 planned.
I haven't even explored this island. We went in a straight line between 2 towns.
To be honest, looking at the map, there's not really a lot to explore on this island. There's Port Anders, there's Kirktongue, and then there's the ruins and the mountain. Beyond that, there's not really a lot. But it's been driving me mad because I've been wanting to show this off for absolutely ages. Bye, baby mama. So, if you move on to this one, can you guess what this is?
Just plain white. Oh wait, I need to zoom in.
So there is the island you're currently on there.
Yep, I see it. Is this the world map?
It is, but it's blank. It is, yep.
We don't know any of it.
Essentially, as you explore islands, it will be added to this map. Essentially, every time you go to an island, we'll be adding it to the map, so you'll be able to see where they are in relation to each other.
Yes, I like that. It's cool. Like a fog of war until we fixed it.
Pretty much. Oh, and you know what? I feel really stupid because there is something I was going to reveal tonight, but then we had all those tech issues. Tyne, are you still there? Oh no, Tiny's not still there, so I'll share this in Discord.
I'm still here. Hello.
Hello. So I was going to reveal this today.
Oh, nice. That's so cool.
I need to mess about with the positioning a little bit, but we've got new art for all the characters, like full body art.
So good. Please, looks awesome.
If you also notice, Paul, look at the handle of the sword.
It's got tentacles on it. It's awesome. I love it.
Like I say, I've got the individual images as well, which I can move around. But essentially, that's going to become our banner as well now.
Nice. It's awesome.
So,
But
who did
don't.
that one then?
Sorry, Time.
Who did that one?
Pastel Pumpkin.
Oh shit! Oh wow.
Yeah, she finally got in touch. If you guys can check out Pastel Pumpkin, she's awesome. On top of that as well, I say on top of that, the reason you're stood there like that, Paul, your character, she didn't draw your feet.
Oh.
I don't know why.
I've just got boots and then they stop.
Yeah, pretty much. You got stump legs. But I really like it. The only thing that sort of not annoys me, but I can see me turning around to Pastel Pumpkin and going, I need you to change it a little bit. And it's like, why? The owl has a gun now.
Oh yeah. Shit.
But it's all right for now.
Pretty cool.
That's really nice. Right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot. So, bye guys. Thank you for a great night.
All right, thank you, Tyne. We're gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for joining us. Bye.